What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Dev, and today y'all saw the title of the video. It is cool to be a square. So this video came about because I was watching a guy that I'm subscribed to named Nino Brown's YouTube channel one day. And he has said in his video, he was talking about how, so many people be out doing whatever they want to do, living their best life, whatever. But he was like, it's cool to be a square. And when he said it, I thought back to young Dev. Like, I thought back to young Dev, like little Debbie Dev, like before Debbie Dev was, Devin and Dev. And like I thought back to when I was in middle school and when I was in high school, and when, it was a lot of times where I felt like a square. And I remember people used to joke with me and be like, man, you a square. And just, I just remember sometimes feeling kind of lame because, people kind of were referring to me as a square. And I was like, I'm cool. Like, and they ain't see it, but I saw it. But I want to make this video because I want to let you know, whoever you are, or whoever your nephew is, or whoever your son is, I want to let whoever you are know it is cool to be a square. I remember being in high school, and when I was in high school, I chose to get good grades because I had this goal in my mind when I was in high school. I wanted to go to college because I was always taught college was the way. So I had this goal in high school to get good grades so that I could get college paid for. And when you a smart kid, or when you the valedictorian as I was, your boy was out here or whatever, but when you the smart kid, people just always seem to want to make you feel kind of lame for being smart. You know what I mean? If you, are lucky enough to have them capabilities. Or, I was the type of kid who a lot of times I would choose to go to work, or I would choose to go roller skating rather than want to go out to parties and sort of live that whole lifestyle. But it was because I just wasn't into that stuff, y'all. Like some of us, we love going out, turning up, drinking, smoking, this, that, and the other. But me, none of that stuff really lined up with any of the goals that I really had in my life. Like, my dream in high school was, like I said, I wanted to be able to go to college, and I wanted to be paid for because I didn't want any student loan debt. Another dream of mine was, while a lot of my friends my age was out going to parties and, experimenting with different stuff, I really wasn't into that, y'all. First off, I was trying to get some money. And second off, I was trying to get out there on the motorcycles, the bikes, with my pops and all his friends, because that's where I saw my fun at. I didn't really see my fun being at some party, drinking, underage. I didn't really see my fun, trying to mess with a bunch of girls, because I didn't really see, a future in a lot of the stuff that a lot of dudes my age was doing. Now, fast forward now. Let's come to my life now, because it's easy for me to tell you being in high school or being in middle school, but let's say you're in high school or early college. It's easy to tell me to you it's cool to be a square. But let's fast forward to my life now. Currently, I have 0 kids. A lot of the guys who were going out all the time, having fun, experimenting, doing this, that, and the third, now have responsibilities called child support. And there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody, lives the life that they gonna live. But I never really wanted kids at a very young age. So back then, to a lot of people, I might not have been doing some of the things that they was doing. Hint, hint, you get what I'm saying. But at the point that I'm at in my life now, while a lot of guys my age are making child support payments, I get to make a motorcycle payment, or I get to drive around in a sports car, or I get to take my girlfriend and I on vacations because I have extra money. Whereas, a lot of people are now making payments to girls that they're not even with to take care of babies that they had when they were very young, and that if they could redo things and maybe take back that one thing, they might choose to do so. Not saying they don't love their kids, but I'm just saying, like, huge responsibilities, and everybody has choices in their life, right? So I was a square back then in that instance, but now, a lot of the guys who would have considered me a square back then probably would trade places with my current situation right now, as far as having no kids and having, not to put out any form of child support. Another way that I may have been considered a square back then, I didn't really party, I didn't really drink, I didn't smoke. To be honest, guys, I never had drank any alcohol until I turned 21. And I know that sounds like really lame. I think I'm telling the truth. All right, one time I was a little boy and my dad had told me to throw away his wine cooler. So I had took it to the trash can and he had just probably just like that much left in there. So I took the little swig, felt good after. I'm just playing, But anyways, I took the little swig or whatever, but that was it. Other than that, little swig, and I was probably like 8 or 9 years old. I have never drank any alcohol up until I was 21 years old. And to be honest, I've only gotten, you could say, tipsy one time. My friends claim I was a little tipsy. I don't think I was, but I don't know. Now, while, I may not have done those things now. Now I, save a lot of money now because I'm not addicted to alcohol. I rarely ever drink. I don't really enjoy drinking alcohol. I hate the taste of it. I don't smoke weed. No matter what anybody says, weed does slow you down. I'm not saying weed is a bad thing. If you smoke, enjoy it, have fun, do your thing. I'm just telling you, back then I was a square for not doing it. And now I save a lot of money because I don't have to go see the weed man. And I don't have to worry about passing any drug tests. I could go out and get any job that I wanted. First off, because I have a college degree. Second off, because I have a clean bodily system. Like I don't have any drugs in my system. So I could go out and get whatever bag that I chose to go out and get. But wanted to make this video because it is cool to be a square. A lot of you guys are at a time frame in your life where people are doing all sorts of things, y'all. People experimenting with girls in different ways. Take your time. Ain't no rush to be in any of that, man. Take your time, for real. Like, I'm being straight up. Ain't no rush to be in any of that. Take your time. Take your time, take your time. And when you do, make smart choices. Always wear a condom. I had to throw that in this video because my dad taught me, and I'm going to tell you, you wear a condom, you ain't got no issues. Anyways, a lot of your friends might be out there drinking and smoking. Just because they doing that don't mean you got to do that, y'all. Like, honestly, that stuff ain't even that cool. It really ain't. Like, yeah, like, after you turn 21 or whatever, you want to have a little swab or something, go ahead, do your thing. But to be honest, it's really overrated. It's really overrated. Y'all focus on more important things, man. Focus on your goals. Figure out what you want out of your life. Start building your life up to the life that you dream of. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, when you sitting wherever you want to sit, that's all you're going to be thinking about anyways. You ain't going to be thinking about some girl that you was with in high school or some mess that you made or, them times when you was drinking, smoking. You're going to be thinking about how great and awesome your life is because you chose to build the life that you wanted instead of sacrificing and, wasting your time on BS. So hope you enjoyed this video. It is cool to be a square. Y'all, let them call you a lame because in a couple years, they're going to be calling you, asking you how you doing all the things you're doing. Let them say, oh man, Devin, he is square, this, that, and the other. But trust me, guys, it's all going to fall into place. All your hard work, all your sacrifice and not doing the BS, not risking your life on certain stupid stuff. It's all going to fall into place and you're going to be happy that you chose to be that square. And like I said, they're going to be asking you, dang, Dev, how'd you do that? I guess I was a square. Follow me on Instagram at TheRealDevinClark. And I will see you guys next video. Peace.